أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدوني وما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعموني إن الله هو الرزاق ذو القوة المتين صدق الله العظيم. These three verses was cut out from one wonderful chapter of the Quran, 51 chapter of the Quran. And these verses should be an insightful motivation for us, being Muslims and Christians as well, alike. Now, in this verse, Allah is saying that we do not create man except for a purpose. What's the purpose? Both man and jinn for a purpose. Purpose to worship Him alone. That's the main aim. That's why in one verse in Surah Al-Najm, Allah says, وَأَنَّ إِلَى رَبِّكَ مُنْتَهَى. Surely, that towards the Lord is your primary, your ultimate goal. So the reason why we are here on earth is to gear ourselves towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing more. Be it your material possession, what you have, your family, your money, your children, your possession, all those things are vanity inside of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The main purpose is for us to go close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah says, Allah says, He said, Innama amwalukum wa awladukum fitnatun. Your wealth and your children, they are trial for you. So what's the main purpose? Main purpose is for us to come close to Allah in everything we do. But imagine that what we strive to get, they are all yours. Because what we strive is for us as well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us all these things in our possession. From the beginning, the inception of creation. What Allah says in some verse of the Quran, Surah Al-Anbiya, Surah Al-Anbiya, Surah Al-Mu'minun. Allah addresses some situation before He said, الذي خلقتم موتا وحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. Now, the reason why you were created, He says, we do not create life and death just as a test, but life and death is a test. But to test which of you has the best of action, the best of akhlaq. That's why sometimes some people with the notion that we say that reason why we are here is to have fun, enjoy ourselves. We just have just one life. Let's flex, let's enjoy. And they forgot that they have to live probably the highest 100 years, 150 years. They will still die. Death is there. Maut will come. When maut knocks your door, you can't change that. So the reason why we need to live this life is to create an atmosphere. Because the purpose of our living here is for us to create that life beyond this world. Because the life beyond this world is a very magnificent life. A life that we shall live forever. Nothing more than that. That's why when some people will say, they're thinking, I say, أَفَسِبْتُمْ لَأَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ مَحَبَّةً. That you do think that Allah, that your Lord, your Rabb, created you just for play? That's the mindset they have. No. And this more thinking it says, وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْهَا وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تُرْجَعُونَ. That they think that if they will never return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They will remain on this earth. That this earth, because the earth has spent over 5 billion years, they believe that there are more years to spend on the earth. So they have more years. So the reason that they don't need to have a meaningful life. A life that is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now you see, for example, a man who is born as a boy, grew up in a kind of family where he had all the things he needed, yet he's not satisfied. And after which he strive more to get more. And that leads to some issues, envy between brothers, just fighting over the wealth, property that was left behind by their father. At the end of the day, they killed themselves. Maybe probably 2 or 3 survived. At the end of the day, they lived the life and enjoy what they have, and they died. At the end of the day, the property still remain, waiting for the next of kin to take the properties. And you see, the process continue, and continue. Yet, the satisfaction is not there. So the reason why we are here on earth is not to have our satisfaction. Mainly, our main purpose here is for us to go close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to worship Allah, to please God. Because He did not create jinn and man except to what? To worship Him. Because everything is for us. When Allah says, Allah verse in the Quran says, Sakhara lakum ma fi arad, ma fi samawati, ma fi arad, jami'a minhu. In another verse it says, Wa khalaqa lakum ma fi arad jami'a. We created for you everything on earth. So it's your own possession. No need of fighting for it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is trying to tell us that we should go close to Him. Have faith, have iman. Build our taqwa. With that, we're successful in this life. Many miracles on this platform of Islam. Thank you very much.